so I'm going to skip it. Now, please look at the grammar box. And you know how to form the past perfect simple already, right? I had the hadn't first. So you have the affirmative and negative form, right? Okay. Now let's move to the next one here. Let me show you. Okay. Normally in past perfect, you are going to use had with past participle or verb 3, right?
Yes.
And which is the main action? The main action wasn't sure, happened earlier, have been excited, okay? So in here, you know that the main action normally happened before another action in the past, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now let's move to this one. This is your exercise. You have to circle the correct answer. Then you are going to listen and check your answer. Okay, I'm going to give you, let's see, 2 minutes to do this. Now 2 minutes for you to do it. Other people, you cannot say, so can you please type on the chat, okay? So I can see your answer because I cannot see you are active right now. Now, please, 2 minutes for you. Okay, time's up. Have you finished?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what is number 1?
Happened. Happened.
Happened.
Happened.
Number 2. What is number 2?
Happened.
Had run.
Number 3.
Reported.
Reported.
Number 4.
Back.
Had the back.
Number 5.
Had bow.
Bought.
Number 6.
Had left.
7.
Had
8.
was.
Now please listen to the recording and check your answer.
Track 71, Unit 9A.
How was your holiday?
To be honest, I'm really happy to be home.
Why? What happened?
Well, on the first day at the hotel, someone stole my bag at the reception desk.
Did you catch the person?
No. He'd run out of the hotel entrance, so it was too late. The hotel reported it to the police, but I never got it back. Fortunately, I'd packed my passport and money in a different bag. So as soon as I'd bought some new clothes, I went sightseeing.
Great.
The rest of the holiday went well until the last evening. Suddenly, there was no electricity in the hotel. I went to find the manager, but she'd left for the night. But luckily, the assistant manager had some torches and candles, and all the hotel guests sat in the reception area and sang traditional songs from their different countries. That was fun. In fact, that was probably the best night of the holiday.
Okay, so what is number one?
Happen.
Happened. Okay, number two is?
Have run.
Yeah, had one. Number three, reported. Number four,
Pack.
had packed. Five,
Pack. 4, 2.
yeah. Six, had left.
Oh, yeah.
Seven, had. Okay. 8 words. So there you go. These are your answers. Okay. Now let's move to exercise 10. Can you please complete the sentences with the past simple of the past perfect simple? So in here you have to be careful because you have two tenses, past simple or past perfect simple. Okay, we have 3 minutes for you for this exercise. One more minute. Have you finished? Hello.
Yes.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, so what is number 1?
Head left.
Head left.
Have.
Head left.
No, we do not have had leave. No, you cannot say had leave. Okay, that had left. Okay, number 2.
Hadn't arrived.
Had. Number 3.
Went.
When. Number 4.
Hadn't eaten.
Had don't eat.
Hadn't eaten.
Chân đi.
Number 5.
Had lost.
Had lost.
Hết lo.
Number 6.
Had lose.
Had.
They had.
7.
Give.
We gave. Gave.
Gave.
8.
Leave.
Had leave. Had leave.
Left.
Let's say had leave.
Had.
You have to say had left. Cannot say had leave. Okay?
Left.
And you know the simple past form of lose is lost, and the verb 3 is lost too. So you cannot say had lose. Say lost.
Lose.
No, had lost, not had lose.
Had lost.
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 Yes, lost. Now let me show you the answer for this exercise. Number 1, you have that is what? Had left, not had leave, okay? Number
Had
2,
left.
hadn't arrived, okay?
Hadn't arrived.
Number 3, went. Number 4, hadn't eaten, okay? You cannot say had don't. You have to say hadn't, okay? Had lost, not had lose. They had, we, okay? And had left. Number 7 must be gave, not give. This is spelling mistake. Gave the waiter a big tip. And number 8 is had left or left. Now let's move to next slide. Okay. Now you're going to pronounce what, right? Okay. And now you have to listen and repeat. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Please listen and repeat. I'm going to play the recording. First, you have to listen first, and then the second time you are going to listen and repeat, okay? Look.
Yes.
Now, what are you going to do now?
Please.
How many times are you going to listen?
2.
2 times. The first time, what do you have to do?
Just listen.
Yes, and the second time, what do you have to do?
Listen and repeat.
Okay, thank you. Now listen the first time, please.
Track 72, Unit 9A.
We'd had a wonderful meal, so we gave the waiter a big tip. I'd left my passport at home by mistake, so I had to go back.
Now listen and repeat, please.
Track 72, Unit 9A.
We'd had a wonderful meal, so we gave the waiter a big tip.
We
have a wonderful meal.
We had a wonderful meal.
Wonderful
So
meal.
we gave the waiter a big what? There you go. Now please look at the script. Can you please read the script for me? The first one. Hello class.
Yes.
Now please read the first script sentence for me.
Wait. We'd had
a
wonderful meal.
yeah.
So we gave the waiter a big tip.
Okay, thank you. Be careful with the d at the end of the word, okay?
Yes.
Now please listen to the second sentence and then repeat.
I'd left my passport at home by mistake, so I had to go back.
Okay, now please read the sentence.
I'd left my passport at home by mistake, so I had to go back.
Thank you. Good job. Now another person, can you please? Another person, can you please read it? I only hear one voice. Hello?
I really scared.
Okay, so now, before we are going to have a break, please look at number 12. It is speaking, and this is what you are going to prepare. You are going to tell a story about a holiday. You can invent the story, or it can be about something that happened to you or someone you know. Prepare 5 sentences about it using these ideas. So you have the ideas and you have to write 5 sentences about your holiday, right?
Okay.
Okay, so now it is 14:57 in the afternoon. You are going to have 3 minutes to prepare. And then you have 30 minutes break. And after the break, you have to take turn to tell me about your story. I'm going to call randomly, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can you understand me? Now let me explain in Vietnamese. Yeah. Phần bài speaking các bạn sẽ có đó là các bạn sẽ làm phần bài số 12 đúng không? Các bạn sẽ kể về cái kỳ nghỉ của các bạn này đúng không? Các bạn có thể tự tạo ra một câu chuyện cho các bạn. Các bạn sẽ phải kể câu chuyện trong vòng gì? Ít nhất là 5 câu, được chưa nào? Và bạn sẽ được gì ạ? Sẽ được gợi ý ở trong cái khung màu xám xám kia, các bạn nhìn thấy không?
Dạ.
Bây giờ là 12 giờ 57 phút, bây giờ thành 12 giờ 58 phút rồi. Các bạn sẽ có thời gian để chuẩn bị trong cái khoảng thời gian mà 2 phút còn lại và 30 phút nghỉ giải lao tiếp theo, được chưa nào?
Dạ.
Vậy thì các bạn sẽ bắt đầu học vào lúc mấy giờ các bạn?
3:30.
Đúng rồi, giỏi quá. Ok. Rồi bây giờ các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị phần bài nói và sau đó thì sẽ giải lao 3:30 quay lại lớp thì cô sẽ gọi random nha.
Dạ.
Tức là cô sẽ chọn bất kỳ một bạn trong đây để nói đó, được chưa nào?
Dạ.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See you.
Yeah, see you. Ôi vậy là mình để đây luôn á ta.
Going to tell a story about a holiday. You can invent the story, or it can be about something that happened to you or someone you know. Prepare. Something. Prepare for about it using this idea. Work in pair. Take turn to read. Take turn to read your story to your partner and decide if your partner's story is true or not.
One day I just visited the famous temple there, went to eat seafood and went for a walk.
Một bạn con.
Giờ này cái xe này thì thấy gì mà?
Cái gì?
Giờ đâu đi đâu đâu? Phải không?
Chả máy.
Ở đâu?
Phúc Lý rồi.
Hả?
Phúc Lý.
Gì lo chị nói gì?
Cái gì?
Hello, I'm back.
Chị nói gì? Hả?
Hello.
Hả? Mấy giờ mới vậy?
Mấy giờ ra đây?
6 giờ. Sớm thì sớm.
Hello there. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm back here.
Oh, so sleepy.
Okay, so I think that I'm going to call someone randomly, right?
Okay.
Tell me
I'm
about
ready.
holiday. Okay. So, do you want to be a volunteer?
No,
No, why not? Why not?
I'm not confident.
So try to be confident because I can see that you can speak very well. So it's okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so must be a boy first, right? Let me see. Thanh Tuấn,
Thanh Tuấn rồi.
hello Tuấn.
Nani?
Are you there?
Hello.
So Tuấn, can you please tell everyone about your holiday?
Nó nghe giao chú đèn được không? Được không? Hai chào mới rồi đen á.
Now.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, hello Tuấn.
Now I will talk about my holiday story.
Trời ơi, mất mát luôn được nữa. 5 gạo cũng được nữa.
You can start speaking.
Màu xanh nha, màu xanh vàng nha. Đúng rồi, xin chào.
What is it?
Cảm ơn nha.
Tuấn, we are listening to you. We are waiting for you.
Okay. A few weeks before the holiday, I had a trip to Đà Lạt for 2 days and 1 night with my family. When we arrived at the hotel, we cleaned and had dinner together at a restaurant. On the first day, we went to the night market and strolled around Xuân Hương Lake. And on the last day, when we went to buy souvenirs and family photos on the tea hill. After we got home, we found the trip extremely meaningful. I finished.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tuấn. Okay, now next one. Let me see. Okay, so me, can you please tell me about your holiday?
Okay.
Hey,
Okay. Hello class.
Hello.
Hello teacher.
Yes.
Today I will talk about my holiday. A few weeks before the holiday, we had prepared a lot of things to visit Phuoc Islands with my family. When we got to the hotel to check in, we remembered that we had a big room with a nice view. One day, we just visited Bãi Sao Beach by boat. On the last day, we had a lot of interesting activity such as sightseeing, diving, swimming, eating seafood, and after we got home, we thought that we will return to Phuoc Islands again in family vacation. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for your story. Okay. One more person. Now, Thu Trang, can you please tell me about your holiday story? Thu Trang. Hello, Trang. Can you hear me? Okay, so Thảo Nguyên, are you there? Hello, Thảo Nguyên.
Hello.
Can you please tell me about your...
A few weeks.
Hello.
Yes.
A few weeks before the holiday, we had a tour in Long Hải Beach. When we got to the hotel, we realized that we had a delicious lunch prepared by the hotel. One day, I just visited some famous temple there, went to eat seafood and went for a walk. On the last day, my family and I went to Hải Phòng Pagoda to visit, buy some gift and go home. After we got home, we found that every trip had rich meaning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A very good story. Okay, Thanh Liêm, I can see you. Hello, Liêm. Hello. Okay, maybe he's not here. Now, Mỹ Dung. Hello, Dung. Hello, Liam. Can you hear me?
Hello.
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 Hello, Dung.
Hello. On this holiday, I had gone the Vũng Tàu Beach with my family. When we go to the hotel, we remember that we had been here before. One day, we had swum and had fun at the beach. We had rented bicycle and cycle together. On the last day, My mother and I had bought seafood to take home. After we got home, we found that right and hope to come back again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, Liam.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, so can you please tell me about your holiday story?
Yes.
Yes, we are waiting for you.
I have just returned from a week holiday with my friends in Da Nang and Quảng Ngãi. We stayed most of the time in Da Nang. Then we spent the last few nights in very Victor Square and his story. And his tourist place called Hội An Old Town. We have such a relaxing time on our holiday. We enjoy some wonderful local food. It's really delicious. The activities we enjoy on a holiday were walking, swimming, and go out at night. The water is so fresh and clear, and the temperature is just refreshing, not too hot and not too cold. We went hiking in the mountains nearly from some days, which was very for our fitness. I really enjoyed in this holiday. I love the fresh air and the scenery, and of course the food. I will certainly be going back there another year, as I think it is one of my favorite parts of the world.
That's all.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you everyone for your story. I found that you had some mistake when you are speaking. The first one is about the ed ending sound for the simple past and past perfect verbs. Okay, so the story is about the past, so you have to use the past simple or past perfect. However, normally you use verb in simple present tense. Be careful with that. And Liam, you have to say hiking on a mountain, not in a mountain, okay? And enjoy this holiday. You cannot say enjoying this holiday, okay? Enjoy in this holiday. Okay, thank you very much for your story. Now let's move to another one. Yeah, let's move to Unit 9B. Okay, now it's time for you to listen. Okay, this time you have to listen to the recording and answer the question. Okay, now you have two questions. Question number one, what new job does Magdalene have and what is she responsible for? Now please listen to the recording twice and answer the question. I'm going to call you randomly, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now please take out your paper and pen and I'm going to play the recording now.
Track 73, Unit 9B.
So, Madeline, I know that you're very excited about your new job.
What is it exactly?
I'm going to be a tour guide for a travel company.
Okay. Why do you want to be a tour guide?
Well, I've always been interested in different countries, and I've done a lot of independent travel. Last year I spent 6 months travelling on my own in South America, so I know all about visiting new places.
But going travelling on your own isn't the same as taking groups of tourists round famous cities or taking them from one hotel to another. Aren't you worried that it might be a bit boring for someone like you?
Actually, it'll be fascinating because the tour company specialises in adventure holidays. My first tour is very exciting. I'm leading a group to the Galapagos archipelago, which is a place I've always wanted to visit.
That sounds amazing. So, who books these types of holidays?
They're usually people who are bored of traditional sightseeing and want something a bit different.
So what can you do on the tours?
Well, for example, on day 1, we go walking along the coast and photographing plants and animals. Day 2 is kayaking. So I have to organise and plan different group activities for every day.
I see. How many people go on the tour?
Usually 8. People often come on their own and make new friends. And if someone wants a day on their own, that's fine. I think the main thing is that they are never bored.
No, it doesn't sound like they will be. One last question. How much does it cost?
Actually, I don't know the answer to that.
Now please listen again.
Track 73, Unit 9B. So, Madeleine, I know that you're very excited about your new job. What is it exactly?
I'm going to be a tour guide for a travel company.
Okay. Why do you want to be a tour guide?
Well, I've always been interested in different countries, and I've done a lot of independent travel. Last year I spent 6 months travelling on my own in South America, so I know all about visiting new places.
But going travelling on your own isn't the same as taking groups of tourists round famous cities or taking them from one hotel to another. Aren't you worried that it might be a bit boring for someone like you?
Actually, it'll be fascinating because the tour company specialises in adventure holidays. My first tour is very exciting. I'm leading a group to the Galapagos archipelago, which is a place I've always wanted to visit.
That sounds amazing. So, who books these types of holidays?
They're usually people who are bored of traditional sightseeing and want something a bit different.
So what can you do on the tours?
Well, for example, on day 1, we go walking along the coast and photographing plants and animals. Day 2 is kayaking. So I have to organise and plan different group activities for every day.
I see. How many people go on the tour?
Usually 8. People often come on their own and make new friends. And if someone wants a day on their own, that's fine. I think the main thing is that they are never bored.
No, it doesn't sound like they will be. One last question. How much does it cost?
Actually, I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, so what new job does she have?
A tour guide.
Yes, that is tour guide. And what is she responsible for? Do you know the word responsible for?
Yes.
So that is the same meaning with duties, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what does she have to do?
Let's see.
Now, Kimchi, what does she have to do?
The answer of number two, teacher.
Yes.
She is responsible for taking group of tourists on adventure holiday. She has to organize and plan different group activity for every day.
Yes. Anything else?
No.
Now, Tuấn, do you have any answer for number 2 question?
No.
No. Okay. What about you, Me?
No.
Liam, do you have any idea? Now, Ngọc Văn, you're so quiet. So, do you have any information to add for number 2 question?
Oh, I think the same answer.
Okay, thank you. So let's check your answer. Now, number 1, you have in here that she's going to be a tour guide for a travel company. Yes, that's right. She's going to be a guide. She's responsible for taking groups of tourists on adventure holiday and organize and plan different group activities for every day. Thank you very much. Very good job. Now let's move to the next one. Now you are going to listen to the interview again, and you have to write true or false for sentence here. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So how many times do you want to listen to the recording? 1 or 2?
Yes.
So how many times do you want to listen to the recording?
Twice.
Okay, I'll play twice. Now please listen.
Track 73, Unit 9B. So, Madeline, I know that you're very excited about your new job. What is it exactly?
I'm going to be a tour guide for a travel company.
Okay. Why do you want to be a tour guide?
Well, I've always been interested in different countries, and I've done a lot of independent travel. Last year, I spent 6 months traveling on my own in South America. So I know all about visiting new places.
But going traveling on your own isn't the same as taking groups of tourists round famous cities or taking them from one hotel to another. Aren't you worried that it might be a bit boring for someone like you?
Actually, it'll be fascinating because the tour company specialises in adventure holidays. My first tour is very exciting. I'm leading a group to the Galapagos archipelago, which is a place I've always wanted to visit.
That sounds amazing. So, who books these types of holidays?
They're usually people who are bored of traditional sightseeing and want something a bit different.
So what can you do on the tours?
Well, for example, on day 1, we go walking along the coast and photographing plants and animals. Day 2 is kayaking. So I have to organise and plan different group activities for every day.
I see. How many people go on the tour?
Usually 8. People often come on their own and make new friends. And if someone wants a day on their own, that's fine. I think the main thing is that they are never bored.
No, it doesn't sound like they will be. One last question. How much does it cost?
Actually, I don't know the answer to that.
Now listen again.
Track 73, Unit 9B. So, Madeline, I know that you're very excited about your new job. What is it exactly?
I'm going to be a tour guide for a travel company.
Okay. Why do you want to be a tour guide?
Well, I've always been interested in different countries, and I've done a lot of independent travel. Last year I spent 6 months travelling on my own in South America, so I know all about visiting new places.
But going travelling on your own isn't the same as taking groups of tourists round famous cities or taking them from one hotel to another. Aren't you worried that it might be a bit boring for someone like you?
Actually, it'll be fascinating because the tour company specialises in adventure holidays. My first tour is very exciting. I'm leading a group to the Galapagos archipelago, which is a place I've always wanted to visit.
That sounds amazing. So, who books these types of holidays?
They're usually people who are bored of traditional sightseeing and want something a bit different.
So what can you do on the tours?
Well, for example, on day 1, we go walking along the coast and photographing plants and animals. Day 2 is kayaking. So I have to organise and plan different group activities for every day.
I see. How many people go on the tour?
Usually 8. People often come on their own and make new friends. And if someone wants a day on their own, that's fine. I think the main thing is that they are never bored.
No, it doesn't sound like they will be. One last question. How much does it cost?
Actually, I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. Now, number 1, what is that? True or false?
False.
Yeah, false. I show you already. Yeah, because she said I'm going to be a tour guide, so cannot be she has done her first tour, right? Now, number 2, is that true or false? True?
True.
Yes. Okay. Number 3. What is number 3?
True.
True. Yes. Okay. So there you go. Now number 4.
False. False.
False. Yeah. Okay. And the explanation already. Number 5.
False.
False. Yeah. How much does it cost? I don't know the answer. Okay. So she doesn't know. So that must be false. Okay. Now let's move to next one. So this is the script for your listening. Okay. Now please listen again and look at the script. Read the script, please, and understand your answer for 5 questions earlier.
Track 73, Unit 9B. So, Madeline, I know that you're very excited about your new job. What is it exactly?
I'm going to be a tour guide for a travel company.
Okay. Why do you want to be a tour guide?
Well, I've always been interested in different countries, and I've done a lot of independent travel. Last year I spent 6 months travelling on my own in South America, so I know all about visiting new places.
But going travelling on your own isn't the same as taking groups of tourists round famous cities or taking them from one hotel to another. Aren't you worried that it might be a bit boring for someone like you?
Actually, it'll be fascinating because the tour company specialises in adventure holidays. My first tour is very exciting. I'm leading a group to the Galapagos archipelago, which is a place I've always wanted to visit.
That sounds amazing. So, who books these types of holidays?
They're usually people who are bored of traditional sightseeing and want something a bit different.
So what can you do on the tours?
Well, for example, on day 1, we go walking along the coast and photographing plants and animals. Day 2 is kayaking. So I have to organise and plan different group activities for every day.
I see. How many people go on the tour?
Usually 8. People often come on their own and make new friends. And if someone wants a day on their own, that's fine. I think the main thing is that they are never bored.
No, it doesn't sound like they will be. One last question. How much does it cost?
Actually, I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, so you found out the answer for your question already, right? Now let's move to a video here. I'd like you to watch a video about another kind of grammar that you are going to learn. Okay, now please watch a video and tell me what kind of grammar is it, okay?
Yes.
Okay, now please watch the video.
Blah 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 blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
Okay, class. So what kind of grammar are you going to study later?
Adjective.
Adjectives of what?
Ed or in.
Yeah, ed or ing form. Okay, so you can see here the ed and ing form adjective. So when are you going to use ed adjective?
When how the person feels.
How people feel, right? How a person feels.
Yeah.
Right? And when you mention about the adjective in ing form, so what does it mean?
When when things
Yeah,
make
things or
people feel or someone.
just wait and see.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, well, okay, so that means when you want to mention about the thing that a person make you feel, so that will be ing form. And when you talk about your feeling, that is ed form, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. That is how you are going to use adjective in ed and ing form. Okay. Now in here you can see ed and ing form. That means when you add ed at the end of the verb or ing at the end of the verb. So you have ed and ing adjective, right? Hello there, can you hear me?
Yes.
So how can you form ed and ing adjective? Can you please tell me? Ngọc Anh, we can hear you. Okay, so Ngọc Anh, can you please tell me how can you form ed and ing adjective? Hello? Hello there. Okay, so Tuấn, can you please tell me how can you form ed and ing form? You form ed and ing from a verb, right? That's right. You want to watch the video again? Okay, so now can you please watch it? Okay, so in here you can see the verb frighten, right? Frighten is a verb. And when you want to make it into an adjective, and if you want to create an adjective about how people feel, you can add ed at the end. So in here you have she's frightened. Okay, so she's frightened is about the feeling of that girl. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so when you form an ing form of adjective, you form from a verb. For example, in here you have the verb frighten. And if you want to Show that something or someone that makes us feel. So you have to add ing at the end. So you have frightening. Okay, let me explain in Vietnamese. Trong tiếng Anh chúng ta có hai loại tính từ, đó là tính từ ed và tính từ ing ở cuối. Thì tính từ thêm ed vào đằng sau và tính từ thêm đuôi ing đều sử dụng động từ để thêm hai cái đuôi đó vào đằng sau, được chưa ạ? Nhưng sự khác biệt giữa tính từ thêm ed đó là tính từ thêm ed là để chỉ cái gì đấy các bạn?
Để chỉ cảm xúc.
Cảm xúc của người nói đúng không? Hoặc là người được nói đến đúng không? Còn tính từ và thêm ing là để chỉ cái gì các bạn?
Vật gây cảm xúc người kia.
Đúng rồi. Vật hoặc là người gây cảm xúc cho gì? Cho người nói. Được chưa nào? Các bạn đã hiểu chỗ này chưa? Ok. Rồi, vậy thì các bạn nhớ cách sử dụng của gì ạ? Tính từ thêm ed hoặc là ing nha. Nào mời các bạn sang cái phần thực hành tiếp theo đây. Ở đây chúng ta, nếu như mà trên lớp thì cô sẽ chia nhóm, nhưng mà lúc nãy bởi vì là một số bạn khi mà cô chia nhóm mà không có vào nhóm được, vì thế thôi cả lớp mình làm cái phần bài này đi. Phần này rất là dễ, không có gì khó cả đúng không? Bây giờ việc của các bạn đó là thêm ed hoặc là ing vào đằng sau những từ cô cho kia, được chưa nào? Đầu tiên chúng ta có từ amuse. Nào, thêm ed thì các bạn sẽ phải làm sao?
Thêm chữ D.
Yeah, D-O-L-E, right? Act D-O-L-E. So there you go. You have amused. Now, what about ing form?
Delete E.
Delete E, yeah. So you have amusing, right? Now, exhort.
ED.
So how do you pronounce it? Exhort?
Exalted.
Exalted. Okay, and exhort?
Exalting.
Exhausting.
Okay, now embarrass.
Embarrassed.
Yeah, embarrassed. Embarrassed. Now,
Interesting.
yeah.
Embarrassing.
Yes, embarrassing. Now, please.
Pleased.
Pleased. And
delete E.
Deleting. Pleasing. Okay, surprise.
Surprised.
Yeah, surprised. And
Surprising.
Surprising. Okay, good job. Now, thrill.
Thrilled.
Thrilled. Thrilled. And
Thrilling.
yes, annoying.
Annoyed.
Annoying. And
annoying.
Annoying. Confused.
Confused
and
confusing.
Yeah, confusing. Depressed.
Depressed.
Depressed and depressed. Disgust.
Disgusted.
Yeah, disgusted. And
disgusting.
Okay. You know the word frightened already, right? Okay, so horrified.
Horrified.
Now horrified.
Horrified.
So how can you change the word?
I-E-D. I-E-D.
I-E-D. Yes.
I-E-D.
And in
Horrifying.
Horrifying.
No, not horrifying.
Cái gì vậy trời?
Now, horrify and add ing, how can you change into ing form? So what are you going to do with the letter Y? What are you going to do with the letter Y?
Change.
Change into what?
I.
No, you're going to keep. Horrifying.
Tickle.
See that? You're going to keep the Y and you add in. Okay. Now short.
Short.
Short and
Shocking.
Shocking.
relax. Relaxed and
Relaxing.
yeah, relaxing. Fascinate.
Fascinate.
Fascinating.
Yeah, fascinated and
Fascinating.
yes, fascinating. Okay, so we are going to skip this activity. I'm going to show you another. Yeah, here. Yeah. Now look at the reading. What kind of adjective are you going to put in here? Ed or in form? Okay. Now, number one, the map is
In.
Confusing.
confusing. Yes, the snacks are
Disgusting.
disgusting. The kids get annoyed. With the hours of waiting, the staff are tired. Okay. And the rice are
Boring.
Are boring.
boring. Yes, that's right. Now let's move to the reading number two. The gifts are
Inspiring.
okay. So how can you change the word inspire into inspiring?
Delete E.
Yes, delete it. The lies are
Dazzling.
yeah.
Dazzling.
The kids are yes, excited. The music is
Relaxing.
relaxing. The dolls are
Filled.
filled. Yes, but the food is still
Tempting.
yes. That's right. Okay. The smell is yeah, revolting. It's so big. It's exhorting. Not exhorting. It is a thing, right? And the thing you cannot have feeling with a thing, right? Okay. Now the pandas are boring. They are always sleeping. The lion are shy, but the flamingos are
Frightening.
Frightening.
frightening. It's the worst city zoo in the world. Flamingos are frightened. Okay. The flamingos are frightened by the lion, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. Now the effects are
Amazing.
amazing. The jokes are
Visit.
the hero is
Impressed.
impressing. The heroine is so charming. We were
Surprised.
surprised by the what? But
Satisfied.
satisfied. Yes. Okay, good job. Now this is how you are going to move to your ed and ing adjective. So which adjective describe how a person feels? Ed or ing adjective?
Ed.
Ed. Which adjective describe a place, a person, or thing? Which one?
Ing.
Yes. You know the answer already, right? Okay, so here's your answer. It's very exciting. So there you go. Ed is the kind of adjective. Describe what?
Describe.
ED adjective, describe what?
Describe how a person feels.
Yeah, and adjective with ing at the end, describe?
A place, a person, or thing.
Okay, now you know the answer. Okay, remember that. Now, choose the correct adjective, please. Now, number 1.
Amazing time.
Amazing time. Number 2.
Bored.
Yeah, bored. Number 3.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Yeah, because you have place, right? Number 4.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. There are thing. Number 5. Frightening. Place. Number 6.
Worried.
Worried. Okay, number 7. Annoyed. Yes. Number 8. Tired. Okay, good job. Now, listen to the 16 adjectives from exercise 6. Write the number of syllables you hear. Okay, do you know the word syllables? You know the word syllables? Hello?
Yes.
What does syllable mean? Syllables có nghĩa là âm tiết. Được chưa? Ví dụ ở đây các bạn sẽ có là gì? Từ amazing. Các bạn.
Hai âm tiết.
Mấy âm tiết? Có 2 âm tiết, đúng rồi. Amazing là mấy âm tiết?
3.
Đúng rồi. Bây giờ các bạn sẽ cùng nghe và sau đó thì sẽ phải viết ra xem là mỗi một từ người ta đọc là có bao nhiêu âm tiết, đúng không nào?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
So how many times do you want to listen? 2 times. Okay, now please listen to the recording.
Track 74, Unit 9B. 1.
Amazed. Amazing.
2.
Bored. Boring.
3.
Fascinated. Fascinating.
4.
Interested. Interesting.
5.
Frightened. Frightening.
6.
Worried. Worrying.
7.
Annoyed. Annoying.
8.
Tired. Tiring.
'Now listen again.
Track 74, Unit 9B. 1.
Amazed. Amazing.
2,
Bored. Boring.
3,
Fascinated. Fascinating.
4,
Interested. Interesting.
5,
Frightened. Frightening.
6,
Worried. Worrying.
7,
Annoyed. Annoying.
8,
Tired. Tiring.
Now let's check. Number 2, you have bored is 1 syllable and boring is 2 syllables. Okay. And number 3. Number 3, the first one. How many syllables?
4.
4.
And number
4
2?
and 4.
4. Yes. Now number 4, you have
3.
3. 3.
3. Yes. Number 5.
2. 2. 2.
2 and 3.
2.
3.
3.
Frighten. Right? Frighten. Frightening.
Frightening.
Yeah. Number 6.
2. 3.
2, 3. Yes. Number 7.
2. 3.
2, 3. Yes. And the last one.
2. 2.
1, 2.
1, 2.
2. 1, 2.
Yeah, tired. Not 2 syllables, but 1 only. Okay. So okay, this is speaking. Now I'm going to skip it. Now let's move to grammar subject questions. Okay. Subject question. Now look at the box. Các bạn nhìn vào cái khung cho cô này. Subject question là những câu hỏi để hỏi cho chủ. Đây, thì tất cả những câu hỏi nào mà trả lời cho chủ ngữ thì được gọi là câu hỏi cho chủ ngữ. Ví dụ, who books these types of holiday? Ai là người đã đặt những cái gì đấy? Loại hình gì? Kỳ nghỉ này đúng không? Vậy thì ai ở đây chúng ta hỏi cho chủ ngữ đúng không? Vậy thì chủ ngữ ở đây có thể là gì? People. Có thể là gì? My parents đúng không? My brothers, my sisters đúng không?
Sister.
Đúng chưa? À đây chỉ có gì ạ? Một người thôi vì người ta dùng động từ books. Như thế sẽ là gì? My mother books these types of holiday, for example. Okay?
Okay.
How many people go on the tour? Có bao nhiêu người gì đấy?
Tham gia.
Tham gia cái gì? Cái tour đó đúng không? Vậy thì cái how many kia thì các bạn sẽ trả lời lại.
3 people.
Yeah, 3 people, 4 people. Vậy how many là hỏi cho gì? Cho số lượng, số đếm. Vậy thì cái 3, 4, 5 đó chính là chủ ngữ. Được chưa nào? Who has been here before? Now, Kim Chi, can you please translate into Vietnamese? Who has been here before?
Ai đã ở đây lúc trước?
Đúng rồi, trước kia ai ở đây đúng không? Trời, nói tiếng Việt như người Tây vậy. Okay. Now, trước kia ai ở đây? Vậy thì các bạn sẽ cần một gì? Một người để cho vào đúng không? Có thể là gì? My father, my mother, my brother đúng không? Vậy thì lời của các bạn sẽ là my brother has been here before hoặc my father has been here before thì đúng là hỏi cho chủ ngữ chưa? What happened next? Now, mời bạn xem này. Mời bạn HP. Bạn HP trả lời cho cô xem. Câu này dịch ra tiếng Việt là gì đây?
Dạ, chuyện gì đã xảy ra kế tiếp ạ?
Đúng rồi. What happened này thì các bạn sẽ trả lời cho một cái gì đấy? Sự kiện hoặc là sự
Việc.
kiện ra, đúng không? Được chưa ạ? Thì đó chính là những câu hỏi cho gì? Chủ ngữ. How much does it cost? Lúc này không phải là câu hỏi cho chủ ngữ nữa mà lúc này các bạn sẽ dùng gì ạ? Chủ ngữ khác để trả lời, đúng không? Chủ ngữ của nó là gì đây các bạn? It. Động từ sẽ là cost. Đúng không? Cost. Bao nhiêu tiền đó thì các bạn sẽ đưa ra, đúng không? $20 chẳng hạn, đúng không? Vậy thì cái $20 lúc này có phải là chủ ngữ không các bạn?
Không.
Không. Vì thế nên câu hỏi cho chủ ngữ thì những từ để hỏi sẽ đứng ở cái vị trí chủ ngữ, đúng không?
Dạ.
Và câu trả lời sẽ gì? Sử dụng chủ ngữ để trả lời thay thế cho những cái gì? Từ để hỏi đó, đúng không?
Dạ.
Vâng.
Okay. Now, look at number 9. Okay. In subject question or other question, the question what replaces subject. Now, which one are you going to choose? Subject questions or other questions?
When
Replaces.
Translation.
Replaces có nghĩa là gì các bạn?
Thay thế ạ.
Thay thế, đúng rồi. Ở trong câu hỏi cho chủ ngữ hay câu hỏi loại khác thì từ để hỏi thay thế cho chủ ngữ. Nào, các bạn sẽ chọn cái gì? Subject questions hay là other questions?
Subject question.
Subject question. Okay. Now, in subject question, we use or we do not use the auxiliary verb do or did. Auxiliary verb tiếng Việt là gì các bạn? Auxiliary verb tiếng Việt là
bổ trợ. Bổ trợ.
Vậy có nghĩa là trợ động từ, đúng không? Đúng chưa? Rồi, vậy thì cái câu này sẽ dịch như thế nào đây? Mời bạn Minh Vũ. Câu số 2 sẽ dịch như thế nào bạn Minh Vũ?
Là ở trong câu hỏi môn học chúng ta sẽ dùng you hoặc do not.
Cái này là cho bạn chọn nha, chứ không có dịch như vậy đâu nha. Ở trong câu hỏi cho chủ ngữ chúng ta dùng hay chúng ta không dùng cái gì kia? Trợ động từ do hoặc did. Rồi bây giờ các bạn sẽ chọn cái gì ạ?
We do not use.
Not use.
Do not use.
Use or do not use.
We use.
Use. Really?
Do not.
Do not. Okay. Nhớ là trong câu hỏi cho chủ ngữ, từ để hỏi sẽ thay thế luôn cho vị trí chủ ngữ, được chưa các bạn? Thì các bạn chỉ việc thay thế cái chủ ngữ vào cái từ để hỏi how, what kia, bỏ dấu hỏi chấm đi thì các bạn sẽ có câu trả lời, được chưa nào?
Yes.
Okay.
Rồi, nào bây giờ mời các bạn làm bài tập số 10 cho cô nào. Number 1. Study or do study?
Study.
Study. Yes. Number 2.
Stayed.
Stay. Did you stay?
Did you
stay? Did you stay?
did you stay?
We
3.
are painted.
Painted, yes. Where
Did
This
you live?
You live.
Where did you live? 5. What
Happened.
Happened.
happened? 6. Which places
We got
Which I visit?
I visit.
should I visit? Yes. Who
Who
Can help me.
can
Yes, who can help me? How much money
You
this
take.
Did you take?
you take with you? Okay. Now you understand other question and subject questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
exercise 11, number 1.
How much money
do we want to spend this year?
How much money
Did we want?
did
This year
we see with
do we want?
Yeah.
Okay. Not much. Next. Ở đây động từ need kia ở gì hiện tại đơn, vì thế các bạn không thể dùng với did we want, đúng không?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, number 2, who?
Who want to go camping?
Okay, so what are you going to do with the word want? Cái động từ này thì các bạn sẽ phải chia làm sao? Thêm gì ạ?
Em
Đúng rồi, thêm s. Các bạn nhớ một điều đấy là với tất cả những câu hỏi dành cho chủ ngữ thì động từ luôn phải ở dạng gì? Ngồi ba dưới, được chưa? Trừ khi đó là hỏi cho quá khứ thì các bạn phải thêm động từ phải thêm gì thôi? Number 3. Who has okay. Number 4. Which city
Did you visit?
did you visit? Because you have last summer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Number 5. How many people?
Agree.
Agree.
Agree. Okay. There you go. Now, let's to reading 9C. Okay. Now, before you are going to read, I'm going to show you some new words for the reading. Now, the first one is tunnel. So, look at the picture. Tunnel, what does it mean in Vietnamese? Yeah. Next, you have catacomb. Now, look at the picture. Tell me, catacomb, what does it mean in Vietnamese?
hầm mộ.
Yes, that's right. Now, next one, you have the word corridor.
Lang.
Corridor, what does it mean?
Hành lang.
Line. Yeah. And next one, bones. Very easy. Very easy, right? Next one, skeleton. What is that?
Bộ xương.
Yes. Ceiling. What is that? Okay. Very good. Now you know the new word. We are going to go to reading. Now, please take a picture of the reading. Take a picture. Have you finished?
Yes.
Now another slide. Take a picture, please.
Wow.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to play the recording. You are going to listen and then you are going to answer the question. Now, please listen to the recording.
Track 76, Unit 9C.
Two sides of Paris. When tourists visit Europe, Paris is usually top of their list. It's a city where you can see some of the most famous art and architecture in the world. Most tour groups start by going up the Eiffel Tower for a view of the city, or they visit a museum or art gallery. After a busy morning, it's time to find a good place to eat. There's nothing better than sitting outside a cafe or restaurant in Paris, watching people walking by and eating some of the best food in the world. The city is also famous for its fashion, so after lunch, it's time for some shopping. And in the evening, there's a huge number of theatres and nightclubs to choose from. That's the city that most tourists see when they visit Paris. But there is another amazing part of Paris you could visit, and it's underground. Paris has hundreds of kilometers of tunnels. Tourists can visit part of these tunnels, called the catacombs, where over 6 million people were buried in the 19th century. Normal tourists are allowed here, but you have to walk down 200 steps and through long, dark corridors to see the bones and skeletons. Some tourists have even paid to stay down here overnight. However, this public part of the tunnels is quite small. There are another 250 kilometers of the tunnels which are closed to the public. They are dangerous, and the police don't want people to go down there. Nevertheless, a lot of people find their way into these tunnels through secret entrances. The police often search the area, and once they found a cinema down here. It's well known that art shows and theatre performances sometimes take place in the tunnels and that they are popular with university students for parties. There are unofficial tours of the tunnels with tour guides like Dominique and Yoppie, not their real names. If you pay, they will take you deep underground. It's no place for anyone who is frightened of the dark or small places. The stone tunnels are small, and it's easy to hit your head on the ceiling. After 2 hours, you arrive in a room which isn't on any official map. Yoppie and his friends built it. It's comfortable and clean, with a table and chairs and a bed. Yoppie says there are many other rooms like this under Paris. Many people come down here to party, some people to paint. We do what we want here.
Now, please look at your mobile phone. Read the first 2 paragraphs and complete this note about what you do in Paris. And try to use words from the article. You have to use the words from the article, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now, how many minutes do you want? 3 or 5?
10.
No. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes only. Okay, now 5 minutes for you to find out the words.
Okay. Go up the Eiffel Tower. Easy. Museum. Oh, colors. Is some of the best. It's some Choose from. Physics. Physics.
Ở 5:30, 6 giờ đi. Đúng rồi. 2 ngày nghỉ. 2 ngày nghỉ.
Kiếm nhà chạy.
Have you finished? Okay, time's up. Now number 2. What is number 2, class?
Go up the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, you go up the Eiffel Tower. I show you already. Now visit.
Visit museum or art gallery. Art gallery.
Museums and art galleries, okay? Eat some of the best
food in the world.
The best what?
Food.
Food
in the world.
Okay, go.
Shopping.
Go what?
Go shopping.
Shopping. Choose from.
Choose from a hard number of theater and nightclubs.
Yes, a huge number of theaters and nightclubs. Visit tunnels called
The catacomb.
catacomb. Okay.
Catacomb.
Walk down steps to see
Bones and skeletons.
bones and skeletons. Okay, very good. Now, read the rest of the article. Choose the correct option A to C to answer this question. You have 4 questions. I'm going to give you 2 minutes only. 2 minutes for you now.
Okay.
Okay, time's up. Number 1. Are tourists allowed to go underground? A, B, or C? Hello there.
B.
B. Yes, that's correct. Number 2. Why are tunnels dangerous?
C.
Yes, that's right. How have people used their parts of the
C.
Yes, that's right. Why is it difficult to find Dominic and Jackie's room? Why?
C.
Yes. Very good, huh? Okay, now take the 3 sentences which describe the author's purpose. Give reason for your answer. Okay, so reason I'm not going to ask you, but can you please take the 3 sentences which describe the author's purpose? Now, the first one, what is that, do you think? The first purpose of the author, what do you think? Okay, let me show you the first one. Okay. So, the first one, okay, we have 3 already. It's number 1. Because, you know, the title of the reading is 2 Signs of Paris, right?
Yes.
You have to choose number 1. And number 3, to suggest visiting some of the tunnels. So those are the Dominic and Yopi tunnels. They are on the map, right? Okay, and number 5, to inform the reader about something they don't know now. Okay, so there you go. So these are your answers. Okay. Now this one, word focus. And the word focus here is place. Now you have to read sentences 1 to 3 and
1C.
A to C.
Okay.
2 minutes for you now, please.
The busy morning is time to take trees. It's no place for anyone who is frightened of a dark or small place. Not for practical attempt.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so number 1, a good place to, so A, B, or C?
C.
C, yes. No place for anyone. So that is
A.
A, B, or C?
A.
A, yeah.
A.
And the last one is B.
B.
Oh.
B.
Ok. Rồi. Phần bài còn lại thì ngày mai các bạn sẽ học tiếp. Vì thế bây giờ cô sẽ cho các bạn một số phần bài tập về nhà. Buổi ngày mai cô cười cái gì? Buổi ngày mai chắc chắn là trước khi mà vào bài học thì cô sẽ phải kiểm tra và chữa bài tập về nhà đúng không?
Dạ. Dạ không.
Đó, mời các bạn chụp phần bài tập về nhà cho cô Gina nào. Xong chưa nào?
Dạ vâng.
Xong chưa? Quay mất chưa share. Sorry. So sorry. Đây.
Rồi.
Xong chưa?
Ok.
Trời ơi, show như này ra hết đáp án mất.
Read the story.
About holiday. I'm going to show you the story later.
Okay.
Have you finished?
I got the answer.
Really?
Yeah, I got the answer.
You took a picture already for the answers?
Yes.
So fast. Fast and furious. Okay, so I think I'm going to send you the file to LMS later, I think.
Just kidding, just kidding.
Really?
Yeah, just kidding.
Okay, now next slide. Next slide.
I got the answer.
Again?
Again. Oh my God.
So you need to delete them all. Be honest.
Class, I will send it for you.
Okay, now next one.
The next one.
Okay, so this will be the story.
Okay.
Story. Yeah.
Okay.
Finished?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now this one is for holiday collocation. Vocabulary. Don't tell me you have the answers.
No, no, no.
Finished?
Finished.
Yeah.
Okay. Match the verb. Okay. Exercise 4 for vocabulary. Have you finished?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
exercise 5. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 exercises for homework only. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So many homework. Teacher, so many homework.
It's easy.
Say what?
Okay, so class, thank you very much for your attending. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for
See you
coming.
later.
See you later. Bye bye.
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 Làm đẹp.
Ngủ thôi.